Hello and welcome to No Code. I am Shubham, and in this particular video, we are going to talk about something that is actually changing the way we build AI applications right now. It is called Model Context Protocol, or MCP. And by the end of this video, you are going to understand what exactly MCP is, why it was created, and how it works under the hood. Okay, so before we even talk about what MCP is, I want to talk about the problem it was built to solve, because once you understand the problem, MCP makes complete sense. So imagine you have built an AI agent. It is smart, it can reason, it can plan. But now you want it to actually do something useful. You want it to read files from your computer, or create a GitHub query, or query your database, or send a Slack message. But the problem here is every single one of those tools has a completely different way of connecting to it. Different authentication, different data formats, different error handling. So, for every tool your agent needs, someone has to sit down and write a custom integration code from scratch. And that is fine for one tool or maybe two. But when you are building a serious AI agent that needs 10, 15, or 20 different tools, that becomes an absolute nightmare to build and an even bigger nightmare to maintain. And the second problem was really frustrating because every team across every company was solving the exact same problem. One team builds a custom GitHub connector for their agent, and another team at a different company builds a completely different GitHub connector for their agent, and neither can use the other's work. So everyone is doing the same duplicate work, but the ecosystem was completely fragmented. So Anthropic looked at this situation and built one open standard that everyone can use, and that is exactly why MCP was created. Okay, now that you understood the problem, let me tell you what exactly MCP is. So in simple words, MCP is an open standard that gives every AI models and every external tool one universal way to talk to each other. So instead of building a custom integration every single time, you just follow the MCP standard and everything connects automatically. So any agent that supports MCP can instantly talk to any tool that supports MCP. So no custom code and no compatibility issue. Okay, now let's get into the actual architecture because this is where it gets really interesting. So MCP has three components, and once you understand these three, everything else clicks into place. The first is the MCP host. So this is your AI application or Cloud desktop app or your cursor editor or your custom AI agent. The host is the thing that wants to use the external tool. In simple words, it is the brain that is trying to get something done. The second is the MCP client, and this lives inside the host. So think of it like a communication layer. So when your host wants to do something, the client is the one that goes out and speaks the MCP protocol to the right server. And it is the translation layer between your AI application and the outside world. So the third is the MCP server. So this is the tool or service you want to connect to. So there is a GitHub MCP server that wraps GitHub functionality and exposes it in the standard MCP format. There is a database MCP server and a file MCP server and a Slack MCP server. Each server takes some tool and make it available to any MCP compatible agent. Now MCP servers can expose three types of things: tools, resources, prompts. So tools, these are actions your agent can take, like creating a GitHub issue, send a Slack message, or run a SQL query. Anything that your agent can do, that is a tool. Next is resources. So these are the data sources your agent can read from: a file on your computer, a row in your database, a document, anything your agent can see and read. That is a resource. And next is prompts. So these are reusable prompt templates the server exposes. So instead of writing the same complex prompt every time, the server packages it and makes it available to any host that connects. And now I'm pretty much sure that you haven't understood these three. So think of it this way: tools are what your agent can do, resources are what your agent can see, prompts are how your agent should think. So, together, those three things give your AI agent everything it needs to operate in the real world. So, I hope I'm clear on this. Okay, so now let's walk through how this actually works end to end. So suppose your agent, the host, wants to do something. Let's say it wants to create a GitHub issue. Then first, the MCP client inside the host reaches out the GitHub MCP server and says, "Hey, what can you do?" The servers respond with a list of all its available tools and resources and prompts. This is called discovery, and this is actually one of the most powerful thing about MCP. So with this, your agent can discover capabilities automatically without anyone pre-wiring everything. Then second, your agent looks at the available tools and decides, I need to use the create issue tool. So it sends a standardized request to the GitHub MCP server with the right inputs. Then the GitHub server receives that request, calls the actual GitHub API, and creates the issue and sends back the result in the standard MCP format. And finally, the MCP client passes that result back to your agent, and the agent reads it and continue its work. And here's the beautiful part. Your agent does not care which tool it is talking to. It just speaks MCP. The server handles everything else on the other side. And that is the power of a universal standard. Now swap out GitHub for Notion, for Slack, for your database. The agent does not need to change a single line of logic. Alright, so let's bring everything together. MCP was created because every team was building custom integration for every tool and it was fragmented mess. MCP fixes this by giving AI agents and tools one universal standard to communicate through. Next, the architecture has three components: the host, which is your AI application, the client, which handles the communication, and the server, which wraps the external tool. And the servers exposes three things: tools, which are actions, resources, which are data, and prompts, which are reusable instruction. And the whole thing works through a simple discovery, request, and response cycle where your agent discovers what a server can do, makes a request, gets a result, and continue its work. Okay, so if you found this helpful, then don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe me to watch more videos like this. And my next video will probably on implementation of MCP servers, and let's see what else I can make. Okay, bye bye, take care.